We've got Melissa Lee, the National Party broadcasting spokesperson, coming up soon. Because another story the mainstream have only just trickled across is the remarkable actions of Kiri Allan in giving a serve to Radio New Zealand and its management at a farewell speech for her girlfriend or fiancé or whatever, her beloved, at Radio New Zealand, and really being completely out of line, doing stuff that I would say in past times would have got her fired from cabinet. But you can't do that for various reasons. Great, we have got you. That was a bit of a schmozzle, which is my favourite word this morning. Melissa, good morning. Welcome to you. You look great. And now I presume you can hear me and you can talk to me.
I can. I don't know what was happening. The webcam was on. The laptop
right.
is actually...
Yeah, no, something to do with the mic.
Go via laptop.
That's all right. That's all right. Look, the reason I wanted to talk to you is because I think this story about Kiri Allan and her fiancé, Marnie Dunlop's departure from Radio New Zealand, it's been mentioned, but it hasn't really been gone into because it's quite remarkable what has come out in the last few days as to what a Minister of the Crown said at a Crown entity's function for her partner. She basically had a real crack at Radio New Zealand and almost gave instructions to its board, didn't she?
Well, that's what we're trying to find out. And according to Radio New Zealand, it was apparently a private gathering, a family member speaking at a farewell for one of their staffers. And, you know, as far as I'm concerned, and this is something that even Kiri Allan has admitted, that when a minister is actually speaking, regardless of whether she actually speaks in a private capacity or as a minister, people view it as the minister speaking. Even if she actually knows that, I think it is actually something that the Radio New Zealand should actually take on board and actually release the whole transcript rather than
this is interesting. Radio New Zealand, we're asked under the... I presume that this farewell took place on Radio New Zealand premises.
Yes, it did.
Yes, and I know exactly where, in the boardroom up there on the terrace. So it was on official premises. It was involving a staff member's departure. That's a work do. There's no way anyone in New Zealand doesn't say that's a bloody work do, right, Melissa?
Okay. It is a work do.
So it's a work do. And the minister's there, and it's a Crown-owned entity or it's a state-owned broadcasting or media organisation. She makes these comments which basically we understand, and my understanding, paraphrasing, is my partner's Maori, you didn't give her the big job on Morning Report, that's because you're a racist bunch of bastards and you need to have a good look at yourselves, which is a pretty provocative thing to say. And I'm just paraphrasing, in the absence of Radio New Zealand having actually released a transcript of what was said, right? And that's the problem.
Exactly. That's the problem, and that's what I've actually been saying. Instead of just providing 2 paragraphs and actually refusing to release the full transcript, we are left wondering what the heck is actually the problem. What else does she actually say that could be provocative or nasty, and was it actually, you know, a ministerial instruction, if you'd like? Yeah. And the really frustrating thing and annoying, and I think the other day I said it was despicable, that the Prime Minister had in fact received the full transcript, whereas
so there is a full transcript?
Yes, it was given to the Prime Minister. And the thing that... Yes, I said it was despicable. And the thing is, I have been asking and, you know, doing the OIAs, going through the proper channels, the proper process, like media do as well, to get a copy of it or get, you know, some sort of a record as to what was actually said. And the ironic thing is, I mean, the questions that I had in fact asked Minister Jackson as well as MCH regarding this incident, the OIA was delayed effectively pretty much around the time that RNZ released the 2 paragraphs. And I just want to know whether it was coincidence.
That sounds like they were that's connivance. That's a cover-up, Melissa.
Well, this is what we have at the moment.
So there is a document which is a full transcript of Kiri Allan's comments at that Radio New Zealand do. And why is that not being released under the Official Information Act? What excuse have you been given?
Well, they've delayed it, and yeah. And as far as Radio New Zealand is actually concerned, they feel that it is a private privacy issue, and they can't
doesn't matter anymore. The
copy.
document exists in an official setting. It's not private anymore. It's gone to the Prime Minister. That's not private.